Explorers of the world came across situations and beings with whom they had no prior contact and found some of them to be extremely dangerous, while others seemed to be neutral or even positive. Over time, as the range of exploration increased, more previously unknown beings were encountered. All of this has occurred within the range of human perception until more recently, exploration took on a new meaning and humanity began to explore outer space and microscopic life. In particular, the study conducted under the extraordinary magnification powers of the electron microscope propelled a new understanding of the life forms that abound, unseen, in our environment. These life forms can be either helpful and symbiotic to human beings or extremely harmful to our existence. As we explore outer space, we are beginning to see that certain meteorites, planets, moons, and star systems apparently have the building blocks of organic life, thus raising the expectation that eventually we will discover life forms in the physical universe outside our immediate ken. It is not certain, however, that all beings function on the same biological basis or frequency levels that normally create the kind of physical forms we are conditioned to observe. We can appreciate that beings that are more subtle than physical human beings are both capable of existing and of interacting on some basis with human beings. To the extent that human individuals are able to enter into various other domains, such as some of the vital domains, as they undertake what is generally known as astral travel, there is a further opportunity for such interchange to occur. The weight of reporting by people throughout history and across the entire world, and people who have various types of out of body experiences, near death experiences, and encounters with beings or entities that interact with them, leads us to conclude that these things are real, even if not palpable to our external senses. As we develop greater sensitivity, as we gain better instrumentation in our scientific research, as we gain access to new powers of awareness through the evolutionary process, we can expect to be able to document and support this conclusion based on compounded experience over time. Every day, scientists are expanding their understanding of the nature of existence. The further they dive into matter, the more they conclude that energy, and eventually consciousness, are the stuff of existence, and that matter is not actually self existent, but a formation shaped by consciousness through the condensing of energy. Albert Einstein stated, quote, "One thing I have learned in a long life, that all our science, measured against reality, is primitive and childlike. We still do not know 1,000th of 1% of what nature has revealed to us. It is entirely possible that behind the perception of our senses, worlds are hidden, of which we are unaware." End quote. The mother observes, quote, "And there are as many and even many more things to see and observe than in our poor little material world, which belongs to only one zone of this infinite gradation. You meet all sorts of things in these domains, and you need to make a study as profound, perhaps still more profound, than in the physical world, to be able to know what is happening there, to have relations with the beings who live there. It is obvious that as one goes farther, as it were, from the material world, the forms and consciousness of those beings are of a purity, beauty, and perfection much higher than our ordinary physical forms. It is only in the nearest vital world, the one which is, so to say, mixed with our material life, though it lies beyond it, and there is a zone where the vital is no longer mixed with the material world, Of that material vital, one can say that in some of its aspects, it is even uglier than things here, for it is filled with a bad will which is not counterbalanced by the presence of the psychic being, which in the physical world amends, corrects, puts right, directs this bad will. But it is rather a limited zone, and as soon as one goes beyond it, one can find and meet things that are not favorable to human life, beings not on the same scale as human existence, but having their own beauty and grandeur, with whom one may establish relations, which may become quite pleasant and even useful. End quote. Reference Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, The Hidden Forces of Life, Chapter 5, Occult Forces, pages 109 to 110.